Hello, everybody, and thank you for watching. This is our June real estate market stats, and I'm Tatiana Kovcevic, presenting you what the market brought us in June. So the summer months have brought a welcome shift in housing market, which increased the affordability, creating new opportunities for prospective buyers. Both average selling prices and the borrowing costs remain below the last year level. However, ongoing economic uncertainties um, keep many would-be buyers on the sidelines waiting for what they feel would be the right time to purchase or the really great deal to score. In the Greater Toronto area, there were 6,243 home sales recorded in June 2025, which is down 2.4% compared to June 2024, but is up month to month from May, which is very interesting because May is usually one of the most active months of the year. The average sale price for all home types in June was 1,101,690. That represents a decrease of 5.4%, or about $60,000 since the same period last year. In the condo sales in June, the sales remained steady year over year, though the prices declined 4.3%. Active listings, however, rose 19% comparing to June 2024, with inventory levels holding approximately at 7 months. While it is reassuring to see stable sales numbers, the steady influx of the new condo units will likely continue to put downward pressure on the prices in the near term. So, according to a chief market analyst, Jason Mercer, resolving the cross border trade tensions could play a role in strengthening the broader economy and restoring consumers' confidence. Additionally, if Bank of Canada cuts interest rates further, it could ease the burden on mortgage payments for the average GTA households. However, we do not expect to see dramatic and interest rates cuts. The most maybe we can see next time would be 25 points. So I personally believe that for many reasons, overall prices will remain relatively flat across most of the property types. May see a few percentage decrease, but it will not be dramatic drop. I believe that. From time to time, you may see really a good deal, bargain from the motivated or distressed seller, but you also have to feel comfortable about purchasing that particular home. So it will not be just readily available around every corner. If you're lucky, you may get one, but if not, you will have to kind of monitor the market, make sure that the right property comes along and then you don't miss that opportunity. So I just want to remind you of this graph, and this is the historic annual average TREB sale prices. Um, Obviously, we were really lucky that from 1995 the prices were going up. We had a little bit of a glitch in 2017, but then we recovered quickly. And if you're the buyer, any buyer that purchased in like from 1995 and even before, you're seeing a really good return on your investment. So even if you purchased before 2021, you are still you're still gaining the equity on your property. Um, Even the downsizers, upsizers, I mean, you're buying and selling in the same market, you're still not at loss. The first time home buyers who purchased during the peak and maybe overpaid a little bit, yes, they have to wait a little bit longer. But if you're planning to stay 8 to 10 years in your home, again, hopefully you will see the return on your investment in that time frame. The only people who are really suffering today are the investors who purchase more properties, foreign maybe buyers, and the flippers, the people who kind of purchase high, wanting to kind of invest more in renovations or so, and now they are forced to sell. these people are suffering these days. And these are the listings actually that I'm seeing on the market the most. So, by saying that, let's move to another topic, which will be a mortgage delinquencies. So, Toronto real estate market is showing the signs of strain as mortgage delinquencies hit a 12-year high, as this chart shows, um, according to Equifax. So, in the Q1 2025, delinquency rate rose to 0.22%, and this is 58% increase year over year, and more than tripling since late 2022. So while mortgage stress is rising nationally, the Toronto spike is steeper than the any other major cities in Canada. So this sharp rise signals the deeper issues that we have in this market that is long considered resilient. The broader slowdown includes the record low sales activity both in resale and new constructions and uh, as again as the market adjusts to higher interest rates, we have affordability challenges and the growing financial pressures on the homeowners. But what does this really mean for the buyers and the sellers in Toronto? So while many buyers are hoping to find a power of sale property and hoping to get a great deal, this is what you really have to know, right? So what the banks really want from the power of sale, the under the power of sale of Ontario, the lenders have a legal duty to sell the property at the fair market value, to at least to attempt to get the fair market value for the property. That really means that even if the balance of the mortgage is higher than the fair market value, they will still have to sell it at the fair market value. However, the bank must show that they did all the reasonable efforts to do so. It means to list it on MLS, to prepare it, and everything else that the regular seller will do. Also, why it's very rare to see the major discounts in the power of sale. The first of all, as I mentioned, the bank is not allowed to fire sale the property just to get rid of it. The buyer offer, if the buyer offers below the market value, the bank most likely will reject it. And landlords also prefer not to sell at a loss. They would prefer to recover as much as possible. However, the original owner is still responsible for the delinquency if the difference between the sale price and the mortgage she owns, if there is a difference between the two, and the bank may kind of pursue the legal action against that owner. So one of the most probably important piece of information for buyers who are looking to buy a power of sale is that the power of sale properties are sold as is, where is. And in this, with this condition means that the seller, which is in this case the lender of the previous owner, will not guarantee any state of the property. So obviously, because they don't know anything about the property, so it is up to the buyer to and the buyer's agent to figure out all the details about the property, any liens, any um, structural issues, inspections, appliances. So everything will be just in as is condition. And then it is very important that you have a lawyer who is specialized in this type of properties to review the documents either before you put an offer or definitely having a condition for legal review of all the documents upon you put an offer. And on the other hand, if you are a seller becoming in the risk, getting in the risk of becoming a delinquent seller, it is crucial to be really realistic about the pricing. Be prepared to accept a fair offer, even if it means selling maybe at a slight loss. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your property at the best. That means investing in the staging, repairs, professional makeover. working with an agent who truly understands how to position your home effectively in today's market. Probably the least thing you want to see is your property sitting on the market for a very, very long time. You're draining and eventually become like a delinquent seller. So I hope this information was informative. Now it's a time for the June market stats. This is all from TNT Real Estate Solution. I hope you enjoyed it and have a wonderful rest of the summer.